Question number 106. Plants like papaya and date palm show. First option autogamy, second geitonogamy, third xenogamy, fourth clistogamy. Papaya and date palm both are dioecious plants, means the male and the female sex organs are present on the different plants. If the male and the female sex organs are present on the different plants, or the male and the female plants are different, then only xenogamy takes place. How? If this is a plant and this flower contains both the sex organs, the female and the male sex organ, then autogamy can take place. Means the pollen grains of the same flower can be landed to the stigma of the same flower. So this is called autogamy. If a plant is monoecious, it contains unisexual flowers, the male flowers are different and the female flowers are different, then the male flower can transfer the pollen grains to the female flowers of the same plant, and this is called geitonogamy. Here, this is also monoecious condition. This is also monoecious condition. But here the flowers are bisexual. Hence, autogamy can take place. Here the flowers are unisexual. But in case of papaya and date palm, the plants are different. One has female sex organ and the other one has male sex organ. So male and the female plants are different in case of papaya and date palm. So the pollen grains of one plant can be transferred to the stigma of the another plant. In this case, autogamy and geitonogamy cannot take place. Only the conditions which can be favored is for xenogamy or the cross-pollination. Here the plants are dioecious and the flowers are unisexual. So autogamy and geitonogamy cannot take place. Clistogamy, we just discussed in the previous question that clistogamy is the condition when the flowers are not exposed or flower never open, they never expose their sex organs. Only and only self-pollination can take place. So this option is also ruled out. So the correct option for the given question is option number 3. Let's move to the next question. Question number 107. Select the characteristics of wheat and maize plants. A. Colorful fragrant flower. B. Presence of nectaries. C. Mucilage surrounded pollen. D. Feathery stigma. E. Lightweight pollen. F. Well exposed stamen. G. Large sized flower. First option only D, E and F. Second only A, D, E and F. Third only A, B, C, E and F. Fourth only D, E and G. You have to choose the characteristics of wheat and maize plants. Both wheat and maize plants, they are anemophilous. Means the flowers are wind pollinated. So you have to choose the characteristics of these plants. A. Colorful fragrant flower. Colorful fragrant flowers are not required in wind pollinated plants. It is the requirement for the insect pollinated plant. So this is ruled out. Presence of nectaries in the flower, same for the insect pollinated. So this is ruled out. Mucilage surrounded pollen, no, it is required in the hydrophily or the water pollinated plant. Feathery stigma, yes, feathery stigma is required in the wind pollinated plants so that stigma can grasp more and more pollen grains. Lightweight pollen, yes, it is also a requirement for wind pollinated plants. If pollen grains are lightweighted, they can be easily carried by air currents. Well exposed stamen, yes, it is also a requirement. Why? Because if the stamens are well exposed, the pollen grains will be easily disposed. G. Large sized flowers, no, the flowers are small. In fact, they are packed into inflorescence. So the features of wheat and maize plants should be D, E and F. So the correct option for the given question is option number 1. Let's move to the next question. Question number 108. Choose the odd one with respect to reward for insects in entomophily. First option nectar, second safe place for egg laying, third pollen grains, fourth fragrance. What is entomophily? Entomophily is a mode of pollination by insects. When a plant is pollinated by insect, it is called entomophilous plant. So pollination by insect is called entomophily. When there is an entomophily, then the plants get pollinated, but in return the insects get some reward. The insects get nectar, yes. Insects get safe place for egg laying, yes, it's a reward for insects. Third, pollen grains for nutrition, yes. Fragrance, no. Although insect pollinated plants have fragrant flowers to attract the insects, but it is not the reward for the insect. It is just an attribute which can attract the insects towards the plant for pollination. So the correct option for the given question is option number 4. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 109. Angiosperms differ from other plants of plant kingdom in having first option syngamy, second triple fusion, third double fertilization, fourth both 2 and 3. Angiosperms differ from other plants of plant kingdom in having triple fusion and double fertilization. Why? Syngamy is the fusion of male and female gametes which happens in all the plant groups. So this is ruled out. Triple fusion is the fusion of a single male gamete with the secondary nucleus to form the primary endosperm nucleus, which is a feature of angiosperms or flowering plants only. Double fertilization is an event which is unique to angiosperms, which includes syngamy as well as triple fusion. So it is also present in angiosperms only. So the correct option for the given question is option number 4. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 110. If artificial hybridization is performed in maize, then which of the given steps will not be required? First, selection of parents. Second, emasculation. Third, bagging. Fourth, rebagging. During artificial hybridization in maize, emasculation is not required. Why? Because maize is dioecious plant. It means male and the female plants are different. So, removal of anther is not required, which is emasculation, because we can perform artificial hybridization with the female parent which does not have anthers. So, there is no need to remove the anthers before maturity. So, emasculation is not required. Other steps such as selection of parents, bagging and rebagging are required. So the correct option for the given question is option number 2. Let's move on to the next question.